this is definitely, I guess, a weird kind of feel, because, it's back recording after a couple months of being gone and saying I'm going to come back. But anyways, this video is not really going to be like a RP or gameplay video. More, well, gameplay I would say somewhat, but this is more or less just going to be kind of an update. I know I've done a lot of updates in the past, but it's not really going to be a based on my life update. So I've been working on something outside of YouTube's, outside of just gameplay in general, and that is what you're currently looking at now. You're looking at Southern Roleplay, which is something that I've had it in the past, just like I've owned a Project Milsim, and it shut down due to funding issues. But now Southern has been built back up from the ground, and that's kind of what I've been doing. And right now, I guess I'm just gonna kind of show some of the features and some of the cars, EEP, etc., and just kind of talk about it a little bit. So I do want to give a pretty big thanks to our BCSO Sheriff Rowe. He was nice enough to basically let us. He basically gave the uniforms to us. So I do want to kind of put a big thanks out there for him, because the uniforms we did have that I made myself, I'm not even gonna lie, was kind of it was on up there. But then Roe came along and donated BCSO, SAST, and LSPD EUP. Currently working on FB, but just a big thanks for him. And also a big thanks to my dev team, which pretty much consists of one person, Mason. I will say, he has been helping me a lot with these scripts, but I guess we'll kind of go from the smaller things to the bigger things. So first off, we got our cars here. I definitely think I'm sick. But this is a Ripple's Liberty Pack, which the blue lights was done by the BCSO Sheriff because he wanted some ambers in the back. And why do I have a dual spotlight? That's nice. Okay. But there's kind of, I'm not going to run through every single car because, that would just take way too long. I'm just going to kind of skim through 2 or 3 of them just to kind of show it off. If I'm not mistaken, it's 18 Tahoe? No, maybe it's 19. There we go. But of course, all the BCSO cars have unmarked capabilities, and hopefully they're going to get an update with supervised deliveries and so forth later on down the road. But this is, for now, this is going to kind of be BCSO's things. Okay, and then let's move on to state. And where's my spelling today? Okay, spelling is not present. Alright. Sorry if I'm guaranteed you probably hear the dog in the background scratching and stuff, but I doubt it. But there we go, got state here. Nice liveries. But that's kind of just, red and blue Ripples Valor pack. Very nice pack. And we'll just go ahead and, we gotta have, some retro stuff. Well, I would definitely consider this retro. If not, then I don't know where you were from. But, if New Day departments use rotators like this on a Crown Vic that's not New York, I guess that could be considered retro. I mean, I could be wrong, but most people consider Vic's retro in the first place. Alright. We'll do one more here, and I think there's a 14 in this pack. Let it load in here. There we go. Yeah, don't mind the ping. It's not the best right now, that's why I'm making this video now, and why nobody's in the server. Go. Alright. PD. See, my personal favorite is PD because I don't know, their cars look awesome to me. Go. I think all of the packs for now are from Ripple. So if you like a vehicle that you see in here, something and want it for your own server, I guess it's Ripple's. Like this is his beautiful Enforce pack. I just spawned in the wrong one. I was wondering. I was like, I don't remember this having retro. But of course, they do all come unmarked. Loud keyboard. No extras. But I kind of want to, after this, I want to get in more in depth with information about the server and like some scripts that we have. Go. This is the LSPD clothing, but you can also join the Discord, and because our Civ is public right now, so all you have to do is join the Discord and then request I cannot speak, but all you gotta do is request the role and you can get it, and then you can see for yourself more in depth with server photos, and you can also play on the server without having to apply for Civ, because you do have to apply for law enforcement and first responders, but Civ is fully public, so you can have fun with that and do as you wish. Okay, I thought I had an LSPD shirt, but I guess I do not. So move on to the state. Here's a state polo that we have. Here's a state. Same uniform, just with a vest this time. And then the normal state kind of uniform. I'll throw on a hat just so y'all can see. There's the hat though. And then we move on to BCSO, which I love BCSO's uniforms. They got a nice little short sleeve. The hats look really similar to state hats, but I promise you they are their own little category there. Alright. So one of the main things that I kind of want to show off here is our inventory system. So we have managed to get a inventory script that will allow us to basically bring inventory into the game, just like you would ESX, QB Core, and so forth, but also having the capabilities of Vivem. And we've had good feedback, we've had bad feedback, we've had mixed feedback, but all it really takes place of is weapons. You no longer get the weapons from the VMU side. For law enforcement, you would come to your respected armory. You would, if you want a Glock or a combat, you grab that, and it's for free for law enforcement. And then you can see at the top right our money system, which that's going to come into play in a minute, but let me go right out here. But inventory is a really cool factor, for, that's what I was doing. Then for Civs, of course, so that way they don't just spawn ARs, from VMU. They actually have to come over here themselves, and they have to buy the guns themselves. I'm gonna fix the prices, because the checks and for jobs is really high, so this is easy. But you buy your weapons, which there's more getting added. Then of course you can come over to a bank and work with the banking script here. You can withdraw. I think that's okay. Withdraw if I even have it. Yeah, see, and then withdraw, and then it puts it in your own cash instead of your card, which to do some of the stuff that we have, you do have to have it in cash. But that's kind of it for law enforcement side. Now if we switch over here to our civilian character here, We do have a framework, of course, by Andy. And if we were to come over here, let's say, you want to do jobs to get the money, because you can see I have no cash with me. Okay, so if you come over here, this is only one of the things that we have here. If I can find it, there it is. So if you come right over here, you'll notice a little icon on the map. And if you want to come over here, you can start your shift, and you go to work. Now just for the purpose of speed, we're just going to no clip over here just to kind of show you how everything operates. If you hear the chorus, I'm sniffling because, Corona, yay. Okay, a couch. That's definitely weird. And then you would drive it. I'm just no clipping so that way I don't spend all my time on this one job. But, you would drive. And then they want it over here for some reason. I think. How do you get back there? How do you, they want it in a container. I think. I haven't done the chair yet. Oh, there it goes. And then of course, you could stop. Then I'll tell you to bring the forklift back. And then you would. So that's one job that we just did. Let's bring the forklift here. And you receive $500. So that goes into your bank account. And if you also look around the map, you'll see them. You have that one. Then if you come over here, you have a garbage job. I won't run through all of them. But you got a garbage job there. You have a food delivery job here. I'm trying not to sniffle. Okay. Then up here, you have a trucking job, so you can bring trailers and stuff around for everybody. And then up here, if you want to do some, some under the radar stuff, you have this job. But that's what I like. Cause some people, that's kind of what I like about the aspect of things is. So if you do like the ESX Cubic Core side of servers, but don't really, want to do the full work for it, you can, for the weapons, yes, for the ammo, yes, but in cards and stuff, you can still use your good old trusty menu here, spawn something you want and continue going with it. But then, for weapons, so that way people just ain't clustering on top of each other getting weapons out of nowhere. You have to actually buy it, pull it out your inventory and stuff like that, which I'll demonstrate here. So it is currently on my 3 key. So if I hit 3 here, it's gonna pull out my gun. And then, there you go. Hit 3 again, put it back up, of course. But I just kind of want to talk about, it for a little bit when it's not. I guess I'll do the trash job as we kind of talk about it here. But like I mentioned before, Southern Roleplay was a server that's been here for a good bit. But then, some things happened. We rebranded from Southern Roleplay to Project Milsim, which Project Milsim at the time was a military-based RP server instead of cops and robbers, things like that. And we had Project for a few months, for a while actually, and then things kind of died down with it to the point where I couldn't really buy the things that we needed for it. Oh, that's light pole. But so we kind of sadly shut that down, and for a while I didn't really do anything. That's kind of when I started just playing random games and was gonna make content on it. And then a couple of my older friends that was part of Southern, which was owner, team, staff, or just random members, they was talking to me and stuff, and they were like, well, hey, why don't you bring back Southern and kind of pull it back up from where it was. And at the time, I didn't have nothing to do, so and I had the funding, somewhat of the funding at the time. So I said, yeah, I was like, sure. So I got everything set up, built it back from the ground up, made the Discord and all that, got all that set up, and got my staff team back to help me run it, and they have done a really good job of helping me, and just overall, is that server funding, donating things, or just in general helping with scripts that I may not know how to fix or do. They are a real big help, and I definitely probably wouldn't be here if they wasn't there. It would have took me probably about a year just to get one script done. But that's kind of where we are at a standpoint with Southern. It was built back up and from the scratch basically. And the original story behind Southern was, God, it was a long time ago when we started it, and we started it as kind of like a gag, wasn't really a serious thing. But then it turned out to be serious. We started spending all this stuff to get it, and then something happened, and then that's when it really originally shut down. But I mean, it's really fun to play and have fun, because that's kind of what we're really wanting here. We're not trying to get, big and all. That's not our main focus here. We just want basically to create an environment where people can hop on, have fun, play with the scripts, play with everything that we have to offer for them. I'm not trying to get on up there, beg people to join, just so I can get member count and say, oh hey, look, I got a RP server that's got, 300, 500 members. No, I don't. That's not really my goal here. My goal is to basically let people have fun, and maybe have a new feel for things instead of just going to the same old RP servers that are the same as the one that you joined 3 months ago, or so forth. And just so that way they can have more of an opportunity, like with the inventory and stuff like that. And that's kind of what we're going for here, instead of trying to get big. That way we can just go brag to our friends. But, I'm not going to ask you to join. I just wanted to kind of make this video to kind of show off our scripts and things like that. And, if you want to, you can come stop by and have fun. I mean, we do. We definitely have our fun patrols. After hours, before hours, we have a blast. So, I mean, if you want, you can come by and check it out. If not, that's cool. That is perfectly a-okay. But, yeah, I'll put the Discord in the description. And, if you comment, have any questions or anything like that, go ahead and ask them. Or if you have questions about the server, you can join the Discord and ask me personally in my DMs. But, yeah, I hope y'all, stop by and come check it out and have fun with us. I guess I'll see y'all in the next video I make of Southern.